Hi, Shri.
Oh, Divya. Oh,
Hi.
well, okay.
Yeah. What about you? How is your throat?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I can speak. Varsha pinged me. Maybe I think
Mhm.
I need to check her.
She
How
will
about?
join or not? She will not join.
No, no, no. She pinged at 1 p.m. So the timing she asked me, I said that it is at 1:30 only.
Okay.
But he said, Madhu said he is not able to join, right?
Correct, correct. This week he will not join.
Not only this week, he said that he is having some this week and next week also.
Oh, next week also.
Hmm.
I am not sure even next week. What about me? Because I will travel to India, no?
Oh, you told me no. Oh, you're not traveling.
Yeah, this Friday I am traveling to India.
Oh, okay. Hyderabad, huh?
Hyderabad అండి.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. Just give me a minute. So we discussed about the power query. If you remember, the power query generally. So whatever we performed till now, these functions, the rank function or the iterative functions like sumx, rankx, or countx, and these particular functions, majorly this will be used as a transformation only. So transformation means where you go and performing some cleanup here and coming to like the data what we receive to build any dashboard. As we discussed earlier, also it can be Excel file or it can be a it may come from a database table or it may come from a web portal, but that will be a raw data all the time. Correct? No. So the data whatever you receive will be ultimately raw data. It may not be sometimes ready-made data also. That data which we need to go and apply some transformations here. This transformation may involve sometimes data cleaning, and also we are going to do some kind of data filtering by shaping the data, and we also will remove some unwanted rows and sometimes split the columns, and we also will go and try to change the data types. So there are so many operations we perform. It is not like one operation which we perform. We do many different operations and which will be part of the transformation. And then we try to use that data into our data model, and then we try to build the reporting. So generally, majority of the like dashboard development will have the similar kind of approach. The ETL activities will happen in most of the dashboard projects also. Why people has to do that, like the main purpose is also to maintain the consistency in the data which you are going to communicate. It can be with respect to dates or numbers or text formats, all should be uniform. Second thing, quality. So the data which you are communicating should be qualified, right? It should be error free, and the duplicate should be eliminated. And second, the third thing is like irrelevant information should not be present. All the data what you are going to communicate should be relevant, and it should go and give some insight to the customer. Whenever you are placing something in your dashboard, that should be relevant data, and usability. Usability means the data which are going to like finally build a dashboard should be easy for the visualization. So pivoting is one process which we do. So I cannot go and use summary without the pivoting the data sometimes. If sometimes you also need to do the pivoting of data, and every dashboard at the end of day should be run faster. Performance perspective, the user should not experience any latency. The latency is because the every user generally will expect the data to be refreshed in fraction of milliseconds. They will not wait. If it is a real-time dashboard, they will really look for a immediate like a refresh of the data. So we should provide the data, that to most recent data to the user. It's not like the data which you are going to provide last week data. Maybe in our project, multiple people may be working in the same kind of like a use case. Everybody will come up with their own like insights. If you go with Excel and all, generally it will take different people will use different Excel sheets and they will try to merge. While merging, they may see some kind of disconnection also, because the data may not be people which you they may use. My data may be different and their data may be different, and finally when you merge, you may get some discrepancy also. So Power BI is going to resolve all this, because we are going to apply these transformations on the data which we receive. And coming to like majority, that transforming the data is one of the important method, where we have a transform option, which is Power BI is provided through PowerBI editor, which we saw some basic transformations only we saw. If you remember, like splitting the column, we saw how to split the column, and there are some other advanced transformations also available, which I want to discuss about. And this query editor generally will come up with different tabs here, which we discussed, I remember, but I want to refresh once again. This ribbon tab and query pane and data view and query settings. These four are four important tabs which will required in query editor to maintain your data transformations like consistent here. And you need to go and leverage the query pane to get the data, and the data view will try to provide you the most recent data what you are going to use. And finally query settings is going to give you what transformations you apply. So the transformations can be like, if you remember, we used merge queries. That is one transformation. We are using the merge queries like union, like append queries as a union transformation, merge queries as a join transformation. We use it, right? Yes or no? We applied a merge queries, right? What merge is doing generally? The merge is like providing a join operation in Power BI, right? Append is providing a union operation. Do you guys remember that? Both of you? Varsha and Divya.
Yes, yes, Sri.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So because the join operation we are performing through merge queries. The union operation we were performing through append queries, but they are transformations only. Whatever we did, that is one type of transformation. But the transformation, when you are applying to the data, once after transformation, the objective is to use them. Whatever the new data generated, I need to use them for my analysis and report. Maybe the columns which I may require may not be like in single data set. I need to combine them if needed. I need to integrate them. So join will help us. And coming to like the control center tab in ribbon, the control center is one of the tab which will help us to remove or select the columns which we want to remove and we want to select. And number of rows we can reduce by selecting the reduce rows option is there, and combine, we're going to combine both. This is nothing but tab which I was talking about, the merge and append queries. This is one of the tab which we saw already in the query editor. Merge queries, append queries, two different tabs are there. So this will help us to combine the data either by row or by column. By row means append queries, by column means merge queries. To perform the merge queries, I need a common column. But for the append queries, what is the limitation for append queries? I need both data sets with the same number of columns with same type. That's what union, right? A union requires same type of columns, same number of columns also. Then only I can go and append one data set to another data set. But in case of merge operation, this is like a join. The two data sets should require a common column to join them. The merge queries always look for a join. It can be inner join or a left outer or right outer or full outer. We need to decide that also. It will clearly prompt us and what is the join we have to use, and it will automatically detect what relations are available in the each of the tables. There is a detect relationship option is there, which will detect if there are already primary key foreign key relation. The detect relationship will automatically identify the relation between them. So that is where how we can apply the transformations generally. And here what we are trying to do, we are trying to convert a lowercase name to uppercase. This is one transformation we are applying. The name is one of the column, we are applying the transformation, and we are capitalizing the name to uppercase, and we are generating the new column also. The new column we are not only generating, and we are renaming the column name. The original data will be still available, and we are generating a new column with the converted data. So sometimes you do not want to override the column. You want both the columns to be present. And coming to the query pane, the query pane is basically will help us to run the list of tables which are currently connected to your dashboard. So the tables are nothing but the queries here, and this will particular, like, the query pane will help us to, like, rename. We can group the queries, we can rename the queries, we can, like, get the duplicate data can be eliminated, and all these can be created in the, like, a query pane, where you can see here multiple, like, queries are there. We can create it one copy. I can create one more copy of the, like, a fact sales query. I can one more copy of the product query. So when I can create a duplicate copy also, and each icon indicates whether the connection is established or not. And you can see here this is connected, and this is still in the process of connecting, and this is not connected. There is a error here. The status is showing here what type of connection is established, a successful connection or a failed connection. You can clearly see that. So this icon, whatever you see, this will indicate what is my connection status also. And apart from that, there is a central canvas which will preview the 100 rows of my data, and 1000 rows of my data. And this particular, like, canvas can also, I can go and, like, a transform, or I can do drill down, and I can go and filter the data. I can apply all the operations that may require to do some kind of data manipulation. So we need to, like, get leverage of this 1000 rows preview data, and we can go and implement what we are looking for and get the benefit of it. And recorder, so the recorder is basically the right hand side pane, which will contain what activities we performed on the data. So my recorder will track what action I took. It can be join, or it can be union, like, merge queries or append queries, and what transformation you performed. Did you change the data type, or you filtered the rows, or you renamed the columns? All will be recorded by the recorder. And this is how generally a query editor will help us to apply the transformations, and we have certain transformations available. So the transformations also not like one transformation, right? We have so many transformations available, like join, union, removing duplicates. We have, like, the customized transformations or built-in transformations also. And renaming the columns is a transformation. Data type changing, also one transformation. Filter the rows. Maybe thousands of rows are there. I want to get only top 5000 rows. That is one transformation. Filter transformation. So we need to see what type of transformation is applied, but the recorder will try to track that. So recorder, how it will track? Let us try to see that. I'll just open. Just a minute. So here, let me open an existing workbook. So if you remember, we tried to directly transform the data while loading itself. There is a transform option here. This is a
Correct.
load. This is a transform option here. It is not visible, but it is basically a transform option only. You go and scroll up. See, there is a transform data. Can you see that? This is
Yes.
one. It will directly move to the Power Query editor. If you click on this, this is one way. Or you can load it, and there is a transform data icon is there. You can click on that. Let me try to click on this directly. And now it is directly opening the data.
Uh,
It is directly opening the Power Query editor with my source. And this is nothing but the query pen. And this is the data view. And this is the recorder. And this is the ribbon tab, whatever you see on the top.
ribbon top.
This is the ribbon, and this is the query pane, and this is the data view, and this is the recorder. Whatever you do. So, for example, I may change the data type of one column. So, whatever you change, it will try to like automatically will track here. This recorder is nothing but what steps you applied. For example, item ID is here, and so I want to go and apply some kind of like I'm just trying to. There's so many columns here. So from this particular date column, I want to go and split. Sometimes you will split the month, date, and year. So I can use split column here. So split by delimiter. So because since it is a date, I have a delimiter as minus. So automatically it is identifying as minus only. If you observe here, hyphen, and then simply click on OK. See, it is divided. If you observe here, this is nothing but the this is nothing but the month, day, and year. So sorry, this is the day I think so. Day, month, and year. So three dates it has been divided. The original date column is divided into three columns now. Whatever you see, the day, the month, and then year, and we were able to apply a transformation with splitting the column is one transformation. And assume I want to go and apply a like a transformation. So for this customer name, I want to convert into uppercase. So we can go and apply. So transform, and we have the rename is there to rename the columns, and we also have like the format, so uppercase. Can you see that? So I want to convert the entire name to uppercase, so I will use this uppercase column, and see it's changed now. Can you see that? Yes or no? My customer name is changed to uppercase, right? So you can see that is being tracked here, uppercase text, change
Hmm.
type of data. So we converted the data type also. The customer location and customer country. So we have different columns are there. Maybe customer country is there. So I want to go and need. See, we can generally we can go and apply some particular operations here, but we need to have the data. And the sales amount is not decimal. I want to change the data type. So I'll go here. I'll say detect data type, saying whole number. I'll go and say decimal number. So it may allow me to go with a decimal number, but however, let me go with a fixed decimal number. So we can replace this, or we can add a new step
New
also.
step.
So new step is going to like it's converting this. Can you see that a decimal point came at the end for the amount? Same thing we can apply for this particular sales cost also. See, it is the same thing. Change your data type. So it is trying to apply for each column. We are trying to apply, and we are trying to get the transformed data here. And we can also see what type of data it is holding. For example, all what you see is not may not be numerical also. So we need to detect the data type. So we can detect using this detect data type function, and it will try to select what type of data is it is. Is not selecting. I think this is the numerical column only. Okay, there is a pivot and unpivot columns also. So pivoting is nothing but you are grouping and you are trying to convert rows to columns and columns to rows. So we can apply that, but we need some particular use case to do that. I'll show in the next class about pivoting and unpivoting. But to transpose, so transpose is basically, any idea what is transpose will do generally? What is transpose generally is going to do?
No
Tra-
idea.
Transpose is nothing but rows to columns and columns to rows.
Okay.
My rows will be converted to columns and the columns will be converted to rows. That is what transpose generally. So we can sometimes need to convert the rows to columns and columns to rows, and you may need to apply at row level some transformations. So your transformations you apply generally will be row level and column level. Correct? No, not every time it will be only row level. Not every time it will be column level. A column level you apply each column, and sometimes, like for example, whatever we did till now, like replacing the splitting the column and then converting to uppercase, we did at each column level only. But sometimes you also will do at the row level as well. So how to go and reverse the rows at row level, and how to go and like uh, count the number of rows. These all will be done at row level, and every row it has to apply. So whatever I'm going to apply, it should be applied to every row. Maybe what is the row level transformation we applied the most recently? The calculate column and the generating measure column is row level, right? Correct or not?
Yes.
So the calculate column, once you create the formula, that will be applied to every row. Correct? No? That will fall under row level transformation only. And the merge queries and append queries and merge queries, and they will fall under which type of transformation? Row level or column level? The merge queries will join right at each column. column to column, right?
Correct.
So that is column
Roll.
level, column to column only, because we are joining at column, but we are getting only matched rows. So that will be also row level only.
Column level.
No, no, row level only, because we get the rows, right? Joined and matched rows you will get.
Hmm.
We,
Correct.
we use a common column, but we will finally get a matched data that is at row level. But when it come to like append queries, we go and add one set of columns to same set of columns,
Columns.
column to column only. But even if you append the rows, but we need a similar number of columns in both data sets. If there is any column mismatch, it will not go to append. Are you getting? You got it, right?
Yes, yes.
So majorly these transformations you need to do a little bit more, because whatever we did, there are some transformations at like at some level we did, but we still need to do some set of use cases on this Power BI transformations using Power BI editor. So because this Power Query editor is generally is going to bring your data into a form where you go and use the data for the next further dashboard development. So you may generate new columns here. You may delete existing columns also. You may rename the columns. So you do so many operations. But all these operations will be generally required a Power Query editor, and we need to see which columns need to be transformed also. Not every column requires a transformation. According to your requirement, which columns are crucial, you need to apply the transformations on them, and according to your business requirement also. Are you getting?
Yeah.
Any questions? Any questions, Varsha?
Not at the moment. I think I need to practice a lot of transformations so that
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because
yeah.
see, I'll go and discuss about some transformations tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But for today, I just want to understand what is a transformation means.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever we did, those are all transformations only. But at row level, column level, sometimes you need to apply, and before building any dashboard, you need new columns,
Yeah.
generated columns. It is not like you will get every time ready-made data, right? Correct or not? So
Yeah.
you may need to generate new columns also. Those new columns can be anything. It can be a part of a column, or it can be a column will be totally overwritten with a new like a format. Or else I may totally replace a particular customer name with combining first name and last name. Correct, no? Full name.
Yes.
So we are combining, concatenating also one operation there.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to see what kind of transformations need to apply. And this particular Power Query editor is required to understand majorly. So whatever we already used this Power Query editor for some level, but I want to go and show some more transformations which will help you to understand like how we need to leverage this Power Query editor for like the right data to be represented. Okay. But how about your past practice, Varsha? How it is going on?
Yeah, I still need to practice, still need to do the hierarchy things and all.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you have already
Mm.
finished, huh? Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. No problem. So try to work on that maybe today, and tomorrow I will show like what are the transformations, and how to go and apply some like use case level transformations. We'll see that.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, sure. Mm.
Okay, then that's all for today, and we'll continue tomorrow. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.